fragrances that come out. When we talk about the Vie Est Belle, first and foremost, I want to tell you, this is a fragrance. I know it was 3 years to create. It is like only 63 ingredients. Yes. There were like 5,000 different mixes. The bottle itself, that was an ode to the heritage of Lancome with that gorgeous crystal smile. And the fragrance is, and I have goosebumps talking about it. I've worn this since we launched it. It has been this is like 4 years in a row now? Or 3?
For Beauty Customer Choice?
Customer Choice.
Every year?
Every single year.
4 years in a row.
It has won best fragrance. So
yes.
if you haven't tried it, I want to have you jump right on in on this now. And you can see how it comes in its own individual box. So the fragrance, by the way, is $85?
$85
yes.
for Vie Belle,
$85 for Vie Belle. But next to it, and first of all, if you've never tried Idole, it's fresh, it's modern, it's a citrus, it's very different. It is also in basically what's referred to as one of the world's thinnest bottles, if you will. $64 there. It comes in its own individual box. So, oh, he's glued. He's down there. He's loose there.
I can show you it here.
We're always
like
yanking it off the glued sets, right? Yeah, look at that.
It's so cool.
And it's so beautiful.
Yeah.
It's clean, it's enveloping, and it's juice for a new generation is how we refer to it. And then you're getting the silver bag to go right along with it. Okay, right now, this value is $169. At $119, it's a great, great, great value for everybody out there. And there's the $20 for the silver bag as well. But you are buying it for $99 today. $33 on any credit card, debit card, PayPal, Apple Pay, $24 and change if you have the HS Send card. And there it is. Every single year since we've launched this is one of the customer choice. And those are the awards, if you're new to our family, that you vote on every year. So it means even more because it comes from all of you.
It comes from you. I mean,
exactly.
Truly, you know, this is, when we think about Lancome, when I think about Lancome anyway, we began as a fragrance house back in 1935. Right. It is part of our heritage. It's part of our DNA. We started as a French perfume house. So we do, I personally believe, like, our fragrances are extraordinary. Now, all you've got, this is your opportunity to try our top 2 floral fragrances.
Yes.
Now, I call La Vie Est Belle my warm, sweet floral, and I call Idole my fresh, clean floral. So whichever your mood is for the day.
I like that.
La Vie Est Belle is our fragrance of happiness. It just makes you, puts a smile on your face when you wear it. Idole is our fragrance of empowerment. So each one of our fragrances comes with a story. I'd love to start with the La Vie Est Belle story because truly it is such an extraordinary story. We launched it here with you at HSN. Now it's 11 years ago. When we, 11 years
Has
ago.
It been 11 years?
11 years. And 11 years ago, it became your #1 fragrance, and it has maintained its #1 fragrance position here at HSN. When I think about that, that's a feat in its own because of the fragrances that you have here. Because of you, you've made it the #1 selling fragrance worldwide at Lancome, and it has been since it's launched. So if you've never experienced La Vie Est Belle, I'm going to do my best to try to describe it to you. I know it's hard to imagine at home.
You do it so beautifully.
But I'm going to try. Thank you, Bobby. I appreciate that. So if you've been I'm putting 2 words together again. You can tell I'm starting to get tired. If you've been scratching and sniffing through the magazines or maybe in the department stores and you're just smelling all the fragrances. Fragrances today, they tend to smell the same. That's because perfumers overcomplicate their scents. They put thousands, hundreds of notes in their scents. 3 of the finest French perfumers hand-selected only 63 ingredients for La Vie Est Belle. So what does that mean for you? That means you get the most unique fragrance the moment it kisses your skin. It all starts with sparkling iris. Now, this precious iris ingredient is a very rare and a very expensive flower to cultivate. So most fragrance houses opt not to put it in their scent because they just don't want to spend the time or the money. Well, we spared no expense because we wanted to make sure that from the moment you spray it, it is the most unique, sophisticated scent at the top. Now, La Vie Est Belle begins to dry down a little bit because that's a top, middle, base structure. Right. And at the middle of this fragrance is jasmine and orange blossom. That's really light, crisp, and airy. We had a dash of patchouli to add some warmth and some depth.
Perfect.
And the sweet gourmand notes of vanilla, spun sugar, ripe, juicy pear, praline, caramel. Those are all those delectable, delicious notes that are part of that dry down that stay with you and hug you all day long. I promise you this should come with a warning label. People will stop you. They will follow you around the grocery store, ask you what you're wearing. You will get tons of compliments on it. You know, I brought with us a clip on why so many women love La Vie Est Belle. I'd love to share it with you now, may I?
That'd be great. Here we go.
This is the iconic La Vie Est Belle.
La Vie Est Belle smells very floral.
I really smell a warm tone. It really makes me feel like I'm somewhere celebrating. Smell iris, patchouli. It's very feminine.
There's also very much a sweetness, so sugar, vanilla.
And it just reminds me of feeling great at all times, seeing the sun out and feeling confident and beautiful. The bottle for La Vie Est Belle is so beautiful. The bottle is simple, but it still has an elegant shape to it.
Like, it makes you feel like if you were to go out, it would be super fancy.
It's like cute, but there's a strength to it.
I feel like it really represents me as a woman and who I am. When I'm wearing La Vie Est Belle, I feel elegant. I feel feminine. I feel sophisticated.
I feel very furry and happy.
I feel sexy and fierce.
We are all queens, but with this scent, I feel even more like one.
Oh my God, I have to tell you, I have goosebumps right here because Kara was just sharing such a special story.
I'm like tearing up about it.
I know, I'm tearing up and I wasn't even there. So you have to tell the viewers.
I am so blessed in my job, in my career, and what I get to do. And a few years ago, what Lancme did is we actually purchased what we named Domaine de Lancme, which is Domaine de la Rose, which is a Lancme organic farm, a sustainable organic farm in the south of France in Grasse, which is known for perfumery, right, and fragrance. And I got to visit it. I was one of the first group that got to actually visit it in June. And I got to walk through the fields and the gardens where we grow the iris and we cultivate the rose and ingredients for our fragrance and our skincare products. It was the dream, the trip of a lifetime. And for me to be able to stand on that ground that has been organic soil and sustainable soil for over a century. And be able to be there where we create all of these beautiful, beautiful things for you, where we grow these ingredients. That to me was just, it was a way for me to come back and really understand how our fragrances are made, the difference in each ingredient. And I'm so glad I get to share it with you.
Oh my gosh.
I'll have to put some things on my Instagram page if you want to pop on. I'll throw some pictures on today.
I have to update everyone if I can. We're going to show you, I think it's 300, almost 400, I believe, have already been spoken for. It is this, we have only about 1,900, that is it. And we've only begun because we haven't even talked about the Idole yet. But let me share with you, this configuration today at $99, this fragrance alone, this is $85 alone for just La Vie Est Belle, $60 for the Idole. And by the way, these are not eau de toilettes, they are not eau de colognes, they are eau de parfums, second in concentration only to perfume. You get the beautiful bag. But if you do not yet have the HSN card, this is a perfect time to get it because we're giving you today not $10, we're giving you $40. You could get this home, oh my gosh, for $59. It would be the best place to be able to use this. And if you know, like I said, I've worn this fragrance since we've launched it. We were chatting about this when the video was running, that what I love about it, you spray it in the morning and it stays with you all day and it doesn't change. You know, some fragrances, you put them on, they smell great, then after a while you're like, oh, what is that?
Or did I even put it on this morning? It disappears.
Exactly. It stays with you. It's so beautiful, but equal love for Idole.
Idole, equal love. So we just talked about our sweet, warm floral. Now I want to talk to you about our fresh, clean floral. This is Idole. Now, when we wanted to create Idole, we wanted to create, every fragrance at Lancme has an emotion tied to it. We wanted a fragrance of empowerment.
Yes.
Women, celebrating women, lifting each other up, right? And all positivity.
Love that.
So we reached out to 3 female perfumers from 3 different continents. And each one of them had their own specialty as a perfumer.
Really?
And they said, well, we're not just going to create a fragrance that we like. We're going to poll women all around the world and ask them if you could describe a fragrance that you would want to wear every day, what are the words you'd use to describe it? And the top 2 responses were fresh and clean. So they created Lancme's first fresh, clean floral called Idole. Now this is a much brighter, luminous, more subtle fragrance. I call it a fresh, clean floral. There's 3 different accords. So there's this white chypre accord, and that's a combination of bergamot. I don't know if you've ever experienced bergamot. It's a Calabrian orange. It is so magnificent. Looks like a lemon, smells like an orange.
Yes, exactly.
Then musk and vanilla, okay? So you get bergamot, musk, and vanilla, and those are really soft and pure and flowing. Then the second perfumer, she was an expert in jasmine flowers. She decided to take 2 different jasmine flowers, the sambac and the grandiflorum, and they both have a little bit of a different scent when it comes to fragrance. They add this fruity, petally cleanness to the heart. Then we had our rose expert, and she created this radical rose accord. She took 4 different roses, and what she did was she blended them together, and what she wanted to achieve was not a picked rose that's in a vase that can be very heady, very heavy, very, very powdery.
Right.
She wanted it to be the experience of that fresh growing vineyard rose, right? It's on the vine. So it's that natural, soft, fresh. When you spray this, all 3 of these accords come together at once. That's what's different about this. You don't smell one, then the next, then the next. It is so fresh.
It is.
It is so clean. It is so vibrant. It is so pure and luminous. I love it.
Smell, I wish you could be here.
Oh
And
my
by
gosh.
the way, we had a lot of viewers that made their first purchase to HSN
Oh, thank
with
you.
this. We thank you. It is the